Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're back with another Walking Dead video. In this video, we're going to be doing our predictions for The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 11, titled Knots Untie. If you're not totally caught up on The Walking Dead, and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip this video and come back later, because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. The title of the next episode is Knots Untie, which is clearly to me a direct reference to them setting, well, first of all, Jesus getting free of his bonds, because he escaped and he, kind of ambushed sort of Andrew Lincoln, Rick and Michonne. But also, I think that at some point during the episode, either they're going to voluntarily let him out of his restraints, or they're just never going to tie him back up.
Yeah, I also think it kind of refers to Jesus's story is going to become unraveled. So, we are going to get Jesus's story. We're going to find out who he is and what his deal is. Without dipping into any comic book spoilers, just from the show, you can tell he's a good guy because Daryl's fighting him and he has a gun, points it at Daryl and says, "Duck," and shoots the walker that's sneaking up behind him. He didn't even have to shoot him. The walker would have got Daryl.
Yeah.
So, he's obviously not a bad dude.
Right.
So we get I think his story is going to unravel, I think, completely in the story. I think we're going to figure out everything there is to know about Jesus as pertains to the show for right now. Obviously we're not going to get his life story, but we're going to figure out how he ties into the show.
So, from the main promo, the one that immediately follows the show, we see that Jesus is taking Rick and the main crew. It looks like Rick's posse. He's taking them somewhere. Now, we're just going to assume that he's taking them to Hilltop, which is a colony from the comic books. I'm not going to get into any specifics about what's going to happen there, but that's presumably where he's taking them. But it also looks in the promo like they run into some kind of snag. So I'm going to say that they're not going to get to Hilltop in the next episode. If anything, I think they might do an ode to the Season 2 finale where it kind of panned up and we saw the prison in the background. And that might be like the final shot of next week's episode, is they'll pan up and we'll see the Hilltop colony.
I don't think they're going to run into any major trouble. Not the group going with Jesus. I don't think they're going to run into any major trouble. Any trouble they have is going to be herds and stuff like that. I don't think they're going to run into any people that are trouble. No. Because they kind of did that to us last promo where it looked like Rick and Daryl were in some heavy trouble and it was just Jesus.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Alexandria has some trouble.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Saviors find Alexandria while Rick is out with Jesus.
There is a very short promo at the end of Talking Dead. They do their little 30-second promo. They really don't give you much to go on at all. But it looked to me like Denise and Spencer were panicking about something. She's like, "Come here, I need your help real quick," and then they run down into this basement. And maybe it's just that they discovered that Jesus had escaped and they're like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah, that could be the very opening scene.
Which they love to do with Talking Dead. They love to show the first 30 seconds of the opening scene and give you no context at all.
Yeah.
So it could be something really, just quick like that doesn't really mean anything. Or it could be maybe somebody's having a health crisis and Denise needs some help real fast. So who knows what's going on with that?
Yeah.
The other promo we got is on AMC.com, and it's this super awkward scene between Sasha and Abraham where she tells him that she's not going to be doing patrols with him anymore, and Eugene's going to be her replacement. Now, I think that is a direct lead-in to an event from the comics that I'm not going to touch on in this video, because one thing we try to avoid as much as we can is to give away big events from the comics in our reviews and predictions. We put all of those in separate videos. At least we try to do that as best we can.
Yeah, and it's actually because of the Sasha and Abraham promo that makes me think something's going to happen at Alexandria. Rick has had both episodes where he's had full tension and action. I mean, he had Carl in the first episode and then Jesus in the second episode, which is why I think something major is going to happen at Alexandria, whether it's the Saviors finding them finally or some sort of health crisis. I don't think we're going to get walkers. They just did that. So it's going to be people related, people or disease. My prediction, anyway.
And it could be something as simple as major character developments.
Yeah.
Like Abraham, he totally has a thing for Sasha. Maybe he's going to make his move, and it's going to cause some strife with Rosita.
Yes, that could, yeah.
So it could character development, some kind of dramatic event, something. I don't think there's going to be any major character deaths in this episode. I think everybody's pretty much safe for the next few episodes. We're probably not going to have any really close calls or deaths until the penultimate episode of the season and then the finale.
Yeah, and this next episode, I wouldn't be surprised if nobody dies. And,
Yeah.
It's
not
just
even unnamed Alexandrians.
Exactly.
Or something.
I think everybody's pretty safe
Yeah.
for this next episode.
Absolutely, I agree. All right, and that's it for this predictions video. Not a whole lot to go on again on the promos. They haven't given us much.
No, they've been pretty sneaky here lately.
Yeah, so it's going to be a really good episode. They've had 2 straight outstanding episodes.
Yes.
Which was kind of a problem in the first half of the season. It was a very uneven first half.
Yes.
It was a great episode, followed by a meh, followed by a great episode, followed by a meh. So 2 straight outstanding episodes, and it looks like this one's going to follow suit.
Yes,
so
I hope so.
I'm really excited for this one. I would love to see what your guys' predictions are for Season 6, Episode 11, Knots Untie. Let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to let us know by clicking that like button and subscribe for more reviews and unboxings and all kinds of stuff.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.